Hey guys, Mark here, and today we'll be taking a look at what I consider to be the best smartwatch that you can buy here in 2018, the Gear S3 Frontier. Let's jump in. The first thing about the S3 Frontier that you'll notice is that it's a big, beefy, rugged-looking watch. It has a 1.3-inch Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 360 by 360 and is raised about 13 millimeters off your wrist. Definitely not the thinnest watch, but that's fairly standard across all smartwatches. The watch is also IP68 certified, meaning that it's waterproof and dustproof. Other notable design features are the silicone bands that come with the watch, 2 buttons on the right side of the watch, and my favorite part, the rotating bezel. Instead of swiping left and right on the watch, you can rotate the bezel left or right to access the menus or scroll through options. The bezel has a very tactile feel that clicks with every turn. It feels solid after a few weeks of use, and I really enjoy using it instead of swiping. Of course, the swiping option is still there if you want to use it. The buttons are solid and decent feeling with a nice click response. Out of all the smartwatches I've used, the design of this one is, in my opinion, the best. The OS that runs on this watch, Tizen 3, is a bit of a mixed bag though. I really like how simple and clean it is, and the performance across all apps and in the menus is very good. However, app support is just not as good as a watch running Android Wear or Watch OS. I've tried downloading a few different apps, but they seem to be very hit and miss, and the app selection isn't great either. That said, most of the apps that you'll ever find yourself needing on the S3 are already pre-installed. You've got Samsung Health for all of your exercise needs, a calendar and reminder apps, messaging and calling apps, music apps, the whole 9 yards. Just be aware that if you do find yourself wanting something a little bit more obscure, you might not be able to find it. To access the menus, press the bottom right button. From there, you can rotate the bezel to switch between apps and tap in the center to select the app you want. The top button is your back button. Pressing it repeatedly will eventually get you back to the watch face, which is changeable by pressing and holding on the center of the screen. There are plenty of watch faces to choose from, and there are plenty more that are available to download in the Samsung store. I like this one because it suits the design of the watch well. Rotating the bezel left while on the main screen will show you any notifications that you have, and rotating it right will cycle through some apps that you can change for quick access. Finally, swiping down will reveal your quick settings menu where you can change your brightness, activate the always on watch screen, turn on do not disturb mode, and more. Now that you know how the watch operates, let's talk about performance and some features that it has. As mentioned before, the watch is running Tizen OS and has 4 GB of internal storage. It has a dual-core 1 GHz processor and 768 MB of RAM. Neither of those specs sound like much, but because Tizen is so light, the watch operates very smoothly. I've been using it for a while now, and I haven't even noticed a single jitter or crash at all. Battery life has also been excellent on this watch. The Gear S3 Frontier has a 380 mAh battery that lasts about 2 full days of use with the always-on display mode turned on, which is great, especially in comparison to other smartwatches. Other features include NFC, meaning that you can use things like Android Pay, an internal GPS, heart rate sensor, microphone and speaker for taking calls, vibration motor for notifications, and wireless charging for the included wireless charging dock. A couple of those features need to be expanded upon in more detail, starting with the GPS. When I first bought this watch, the GPS was a huge selling point. I like the idea of being able to have something like Google Maps on my wrist, but that idea quickly evaporated. Not only is Google Maps not supported, but there are also no official GPS maps at all. You can install something like Here We Go, which is a third-party app, but it definitely has limitations. The microphone and speaker are both excellent. The microphone is clear and the speaker is definitely loud enough for taking hands-free calls or playing music. The vibration motor is also great. It doesn't make a loud sound when it vibrates, and it's easy to feel on the wrist. I feel like I've been talking forever, and there's still plenty of features and options that I can expand upon. The bottom line for this watch is that it looks and feels great in all aspects, but it does fall behind some other smartwatches in terms of app support. But if you're looking for a smartwatch that does everything a smartwatch should do, this watch may be for you. So that's it for today's video. If you want to check out the watch further, I'll throw a link to it in the description down below. If you like this video, please give me a like and consider subscribing to support my channel. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.